by raise of hands know what a gyroscope is? Does anyone know what a gyroscope actually is, or have ever seen one? No, I've seen one. Okay, no one. Well, today we will explain what a gyroscope is, how you can find one, the physics involved, and how you most likely have used one in your everyday life.
Okay, so what is a gyroscope? So we found this definition on dictionary.com, and basically what it says, it's a wheel that spins in a frame that the frame allows it to tilt in any direction.
So I'm going to talk to you about the history of the gyroscope before we get into everything, and it originated back in the 1800s. So according to newworldencyclopedia.org in 1817, Johann Bohenberger actually discovered the effect, but it wasn't until 1852 that it was invented and named by Leon Foucault. Physicists Galileo, Christian Huygens, and Sir Isaac Newton actually used toy tops. It's one of its greatest ancestors to understand the rotations and the laws of the physics that explain it. And they found its first uses in the 1900s for a gyro compass and also a stabilizer. The compass was used in submersible undersea exploration where normal navigation orientation systems weren't impractical. And the stabilizer was used to reduce roll reduction for ships. So since people get seasick and it would cause damage to the cargo and stuff like that, the gyrostable was heavy enough and it occupied space to reduce the reduction on the ship.
Okay, I'm going to talk about how it is actually made. So up here is a picture of a typical mechanical gyroscope, and there are four main components. The frame is basically what it's mounted on. It just allows it to remain fixed and balanced. The spin axis is what acts as an axle, and the rotor, which is pictured in the center, is what spins on that axle. So it's usually just a metal piece, and the rotor just spins around it, and that's the center of it, and that is what creates the inertia. And the gimbals are the rings that go around the rotor, and they basically just mount the rotor on there.
So we're going to do a demonstration for you on how a gyroscope works. A bicycle wheel is actually a gyroscope, so Lynn's going to help me. Okay, so you can see when it's spinning like this, by Newton's first law, it obviously wants to stay in straight line motion, but then when you turn it, sorry, I had to be fast enough so it doesn't really work. When you turn it, I move, and that's because it wants to keep the conservation of angular momentum, so you go sideways as the wheel is spinning in the opposite direction.
Where do you see it? So computer pointing devices are a computer mouse. There are gyroscopes inside that allow you to move the cursor. And so the gyroscope and the cursor tracks the movement of your hand and turns them into cursor movements. And for race cars, the car engine has a gyroscope because the cars go around in the track in one direction. And there are gyroscopic forces in the engine that cause the car nose to be forced up or down, just depending on the direction. And motorbikes, the wheels on a bike act as a gyroscope to keep the bike in balance.
So I'm going to talk about segways. Basically, a segway is a gyroscope, and most of you, I put up a hoverboard there too, because that's more common now. They were seen on campus last year. So according to Tom Harris from HowStuffWorks.com, a primary sensor system is an assembly of gyroscopes. So basically, this is just an assembly, many gyroscopes in there. So there's a wheel spinning fast on the axle, and the axle is hooked to the frame of the Segway. The wheel would use the energy to fly down the road if we didn't have anything there. It would just keep going. And according to Newton's law, if nothing is stopping it, it's just going to keep going. So if you could hold the axle in your hands, but the wheel is spinning on at a high rate, and you try to tilt the wheel, the balances that are being produced by it balance out. So it's difficult to maintain a conventional gyroscope in a Segway, so they actually use a solid-state angular rate system constructed using silicon. Basically, a solid-state or an angular rate system sensor is a gyroscope, but because they can't use the conventional one, they have to make it out of silicon or a substance so that they can use it in something like such as a Segway or a hoverboard. Because of the resistance to outside forces, a gyroscope will maintain its position in space relative to the ground, even if you tilt it. And so I thought a better way to explain this, since it's kind of hard sometimes to understand how it would work in a Segway, would be, think of a ship and you're on the ocean and there's all these currents coming out of it, it's pushing it over, there's the wind pushing it, and it constantly wants to go this way. Well, if you didn't have a gyroscope, it would just flip over and it would sink. But since you have the gyroscope, when it's pushing it over, it's constantly wanting to pull it back. So it's just kind of a way to explain how it like balances with the Earth.
Okay, so we hope you learned a little something about the gyroscope and how you've probably used it throughout your life.
It's a simple yet sophisticated instrument, but you can see how we've used it in transportation, exploration, and industry, and how you guys have probably used it every day with a bicycle or a mouse, and how it relates to physics. These are our resources.
Are there any questions?
Did you encounter or just learn anything about their use in space?
I saw something about rocket ships actually, and it was saying that the gyroscope, even when it turns, it's keeping it to stay back on the course.
Other questions? Okay, thank you.